What's up, Dice Crew? Now look, we got Cowboy speaking on Nipsey Hussle being comfortable over there at the Crenshaw store. Now let's tune in to see what all Cowboy got to say. I'm gonna keep it a Benji for y'all doing a reaction. Y'all keep it a Benji for me in the comments. Shout out to the Dice Crew and shout out to Plug Talk.
So I want to ask this, like, as much as a great idea and how much sense it made to bring great business to the hood, nobody suggested to Nip that it may not be a smart idea to be available there, or, you know what I mean, to maybe think about expanding outside of just where you was at, and you know what I mean?
The expansion was already there. We wanted to buy where we started at. You feel me? Like.
And you know, shout out to Plug Talk for that question, because that's definitely like $1 million question that, you know, a lot of people have had.
We couldn't sell CDs in front of the barbershop. We bought the barbershop. We couldn't sell CDs in front of the fish house. We bought the fish house. We couldn't sell CDs. We bought bought the whole fucking building. Then they was already looking at the Melrose spot, looking at other ventures. So I'm still in the hood every day. I hop out. I ain't hopping out with bodyguards and shit. You know, that's your hood. You know, that's like when you go back to your home state, certain spots you're going to jump out because you feel you earned that right. It might not be a wise decision, but certain liquor stores, if you from over here, certain liquor stores, you don't give a fuck. You just flew in from Cali. I'm going to go get me a Black and Mild or whatever you're going to do. You're going to jump out and do what you do. And it was the same way. So I look at the interview and everybody analyzed what Black Sam said, and then they add what they want to add. But no, listen to the facts that he said. Don't add nothing. Listen to the facts. In the interview, he said, we always tell Nip, bro, call us before you pull up. And he said, Nip always be like, man, I ain't calling you niggas. You feel me? That's a real hood nigga, man. I ain't calling you niggas when I pull up, nigga. I'm pulling up. You know what I mean? So we never knew when Nip was pulling up. You know, so how can you get on point, on protocol, and, you know, and do whatever you got to do if you don't have no idea? Then that's like, you know, if Jay-Z pull up and you're part of the team, and you tell Jay-Z, hey, bro, man, you know, you've been out here too long or whatever, and Jay-Z look at you, you gonna be like, you gonna let, I mean, what you gonna tell? You gonna grab that nigga and say, come on.
You can't, you work for him. So you can't really.
Yeah, it's like, you know what I mean?
I can be like, hey, bro, this is what we need from you in order to be on point. But you can't make, especially a motherfucker that's like a me or you like a us. Like, he like, nigga, I don't give a fuck about, bro. I've been here 30 years, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Like that was the office. That was Slauson to Crenshaw. That was the office. But then the end result was that a dumb nigga from over there did it. You feel me? And I can understand if you say, okay, a nigga from the other side, a nigga. Then I can say he needed all that shit. You know what I mean? But for a nigga around here, that was like, what the fuck? How a nigga from over here gonna do something to them? You know what I mean?
That's how it be for a lot of motherfuckers, though. It always be close to home, but sure.
That's what made it, you know. So now, say bro pulling up with 5 big ass bodyguards, and I'm walking up like, hey bro, let me holler at you, and the bodyguard be like, hey, hold up. These real niggas that know bro. Right. So imagine he pops and I was like, oh man, this nigga done changed. This nigga got these niggas.
Now look, Cowboy definitely got a point, right? Like, it will be certain people who will take that type of stance and view it that way. However, anybody with good sense and who can comprehend well, they would definitely know that, hey, you know, dude is moving appropriately. You know, dude doing a lot for all of us. So we definitely want him to be moving the best way he can. But Cowboy definitely still got a point. It would be people who feel it like, man, you know, that's my homie. I really know him. We from the same hood. Who knows? But if you really come around the right way and you know, you really one of the homies like that anyway and you locked in, then at one point, you know, the bodyguards is going to be familiar with you. So it's going to lighten up the situation.
you gonna get one of them bodyguards in a wreck.
Yeah, for sure. Cause
You gonna get nigga. I'm just saying, you come up with some big old bodyguard that wasn't raised in the hood that don't nobody know, and then now I'm trying to approach the homie like I do on the regular. And it's like, okay, well now I can't do that no more. So now niggas is looking at the homie different.
And you know, and this gonna sound kind of crazy, but at the end of the day, if it was to happen to the bodyguard sign up every day to get hurt. You know what I mean? That's what a bodyguard is. You know, somebody who's supposed to get hurt if things go that route. Nipsey Hussle was not waking up to be hurt. He's waking up to be the leader of this movement and help everybody elevate and succeed. And that's just one point. And then on the other point, it would be like, even if Cowboy was worried about all that stuff, or I'm not saying him like just was worrying about that, but him like pointing that out, it really don't even matter no more, because it seems like, you know, with the end result, it seems like either way it went, it just wasn't beneficial. You know what I mean? It wasn't a good outcome. Even if, you know, that was the thought process and didn't want to have somebody hurt the bodyguard, or didn't want to have people viewing you like you changed, and it's like, the results came out so, you know, the wrong way anyway. So it really wasn't the right choice to make. And also, sometimes, and I say this in some of these type of videos pertaining to people in these leader positions and stuff like that, or these boss positions and stuff like that. But think about what Cowboy said. People will view you as you change. And people have to start being okay with being viewed as you have changed. You know, you're not working hard, you're not dedicating, you're not hustling, grinding, and sacrificing to stay the same. I'm not saying you have to change into a strange weirdo or be an awkward person, but far as, you know, you might only have time for this type of stuff now. You know what I mean? Because you got a whole lot of things that depend on you. You know, you're a man that's responsible for more things than what you were responsible for yesterday. You know, you are more important today than what you was yesterday. So you got more levels of security around and all that type of stuff. Like, you know, people should respect that. And at the end of the day, them the only type of people you should want around anyway. So, you know, certain situations is designed it so you can know who to be around and who not to be around.
You know what I mean? So, you know, he never thought that you would need a bodyguard for the homies. You know what I mean? When we was in the alleys taking the fades, wasn't no bodyguards there when we was squabbing with Fats and everybody squabbing, nigga. Right. Wasn't no bodyguards there when Nip was squabbing with the homies and shit. Ain't no bodyguards there squabbing. They wasn't there, never.
And you know, even though Cowboy can be telling the truth, it doesn't matter. Who Nipsey Hussle was then, he wasn't, you know, he's not Nipsey Hussle who he is now. And that's who people have to, you know, people got to start accepting that and identifying with that. Quit bringing people, and I'm not saying this is the case in this situation, but I'm just putting it out there in a general statement. Like, when you see people around you bossing up, elevating, succeeding, you know, quit trying to bring them down to be normal, man. You know, don't get a person in the wreck, man. I done seen that happen in the streets, you feel me? Like, you have a person, you know, a person sitting around here, he got his bread up, he's successful, succeeding, I should say, and people are bringing him down right here to the lowest point of anything. Don't get me wrong, I ain't saying you gotta be afraid, I ain't saying you gotta just be, you know, like, it's just all about what you want to do and how you gonna go about it. At least identify with who you are and try to have the level of security you need if that's what you want to do. You know, like, don't work all the way you can to where you don't even got to be shopping at this little liquor store right here on the corner. But people will still do that or let other people bring them down to that area. And it's like, man, it's random shootings there every other day. Nah, man, either send somebody or go up there, be stupid on point, or, you know, I mean, just, you know, it's just got to be mindful and use your resources, you know what I mean? Everybody's not in the same position, man. You got to stop trying to be so normal and fit in with the lower level if you did everything you can to elevate. Now, when it comes to dealing with the lower level, come on, pull up. We over here, though. We right here. You know, we all doing this over here. We right here. We ain't really at harm's way. Because, you know, when you know better, you can do better. And when you also can afford better, you will have better. So it all lines up perfectly, you feel me? And I'm not like picking at this situation like I'm trying to be a genius about this situation. I'm just pointing out some things and just giving out an overall advice for like just in general with these type of topics, you know what I mean?
So when it came down to the hood festivities, nigga, and we in there locking up because nigga done stole a shirt or something, nigga, that was us out there chunking them. Wasn't no damn bodyguards running out there go get the merchandise. You feel me? Me, Nip Fats, or nigga Black Sam, or, you know, one of the homies out there. Like, man, homie that stole the shirt, nigga, get over here, nigga. Suck that nigga in the alley, you know what I mean? Nigga line that nigga up. Nigga, they look at one homie. Hey, look, the one homie. He come. Ain't nobody in there one day. So this is prior to Bush, prior before Nip died. So nigga, one homie, he pull up in there and he like, yeah, tell the homies I got this. And he peel off with the shirt. So we put, oh, the homie stole the shirt. All right. So nigga Black like, all right, wait till I see this nigga. The nigga pulled back up to the shop with the shirt on. Like Sam like, look, they whooping his ass. They hold it. Big youngster, big homie too. They dusting him off. They got him on the ground. Go get the scissors. They cut the shirt off of this nigga. You are not leaving with this shirt. They cut the shirt off of that nigga. Cut the shirt off that nigga's back.
Why they had him on the ground,
Cut
though?
that nigga shirt off of his back. Like, nigga, you not getting this shirt, nigga.
Back,
You know,
nigga.
because it's about the principle.
Yeah, for sure. It's always
The principle, nigga. Nah, nigga. You gonna steal a shirt, then come back up to the shop with the shirt on? Never. Nigga, never.
You a bold ass nigga.
Yeah, never. You know?
I don't know what you think this.
And you know, I get that because, you know, if you allow one person to do it, then the second, third, fourth, fifth, and all that assume that they can do it. So in certain situations, the demonstration is always required.
Is.
Never. You know? Never. Cut that shirt off that nigga's back.